I didn't get a chance to test this out. I feel like I'm in a rock and roll concert right now.
Right? It's the remix.
Yeah.
You thought we was gone?
Yeah.
We back in the house, baby.
Yeah.
Screaming with me. My name is no.
This dope. This is not something that I never played before right here. You know,
right?
Got the orchestra going right here.
That was it.
Oh. Well, yeah, that was it. I guess that was it. I could go to the next one.
Like a snippet or something, man. Let me just go. The people, Don't tease them.
Let me just go to this one. This one is these beats, by the way, is by Versatile. You probably can't see his name, but this is his website on BeatStar.
Yeah,
and that was a beat inspiration of Lecrae, Hovey, Andy Mineo type beats.
I knew I heard a little Hovey in there.
You can hear that, huh?
Yeah, I felt that one.
You felt
that one. Can you play it again? Play it again.
Hold on, man. Now I feel like I gotta go to the track, like the real track.
Bro.
We
gotta get the people what they want. You know what I mean?
I messed up. Y'all get to see our errors on this show.
Yeah.
Where's the tone?
Come on. You know what it is?
See, I haven't listened to
yeah.
I haven't listened to Hovey in a while, so I can't even picture it.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know you listened to Hovey.
No, I have. Like I don't know how I came upon him, but yeah. Oh. Well, I mean, I listen to a lot of tracks though, so not just for me, but for other artists and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show, y'all. Be on Irregular Raps. Y'all know what the deal is. We like to rate the music, give it a rating from 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 being the least, 3 being the average. And if you don't got a number, just tell us what you think about the song. So today we have a really good show because we have a special guest on the show. I'm gonna bring him on shortly. But before I do, let me just let y'all know that you can send music to irregularraps@gmail.com. It doesn't have to be Christian rap. It can be Christian gospel, contemporary Christian. It can even be beats. If you want me to promote your beat, just like play it on here like I am right now by this producer Versatile, and go ahead, send them to me. See, I don't know. Now it's playing a whole track right now. I don't know what happened.
What happened, man?
Yeah.
Supposed to hit promo or demo or something.
Where's the tone?
All right, so
I like the way it feels, though, man.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Nice.
I can just listen to the beat and just vibe to it, though. You know?
Yeah. What do you think about producers who make beats and sell them? Like, just sell them as because I know, I when I first heard that there was a producer, well-known producer, and he said he started to do that because he wasn't able to sell his beats to other artists. He wasn't able to make money, so he decided to just make his beats as music and just sell them, sell them as if he was an artist that way.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it a long time ago. They used to just make like a whole big bundle of tracks and just sell them like that, and they
and not sell them to artists, but sell them as for people.
Oh, I have no problem with that.
I
don't have no problem with that. Like, if you got to get it, get it. Like if you need to get your name out there. I mean, it's the same thing that you have DJs that's doing that now, but they're just putting other artists on top of their tracks. But sometimes it's just their music on top of just their music on the track, and so they're selling it as like an album and everything. So I mean, I imagine it's the same thing, but they're just known as being a producer. So.
And I wonder how easy or how hard it is to get your music for people to I guess to sell that way for people to enjoy. I just wonder what the demographics is. I'm sure it's different, of course, but how many people people enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like,
I I think that especially when you find that audience, like
yeah,
there's certain people that's not so linked to words. You know what I
hmm
mean? They want to hear an instrumental, especially if it's good and it can stand on its own.
yeah.
I think that there is a market of people that's like that just loves
No,
the
there is.
music.
It definitely is. Definitely is.
Hmm.
I mean, you got chill hop beats, which kind of
Right.
reminds me of that too.
Yep.
So it's
Lo-fi.
beat, yeah,
Yeah.
lo-fi,
Hmm.
you know. But yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie. Like when I'm working, like working on websites or working on some marketing stuff for my clients, like I do have that in the background. Like it's
Uh,
just playing it. I don't want
yeah.
to hear no words because I'm trying to concentrate, but I just want to hear the track.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm the same way. When I'm cleaning or something, I may turn it on or something.
Hmm.
Well, welcome
Come
to
on,
the show,
Clay.
y'all. Welcome to the show. We
The
got a
comment
guest.
section liking it.
The comment section. I haven't even been paying attention to the comment. Who we got? Britt Speaks. Love
Yeah,
Huey.
yeah.
I like that. Welcome to the show, Britt, and other people. Feel free to rate these songs with us, and we have a special guest. I'm just going to name the guy who we about to bring on. Not right now, but his name is Survivor Q. He's an artist who has been submitting his music in the past, and I've talked to him before the show. Good man of God, and his testimony is powerful too. So I'm gonna let him speak about his testimony, where he came from, and where he's at now with his music. And I want to play one of his songs a little later. I never played this single before, but I'll play it once I bring him on and let him talk about it. But there's other songs that we've played of his on the show in the past. But the first song we're going to play right now is by Flex Montana. The name of the song is Chips Fall. Let us know what you think about this song. Let us know. Let us know. And like
The remix.
in like another minute. I gotta do a remix because I'm falling behind. Whenever I
Uh-oh.
start doing my remixes, that means I'm not catching up. I start beatboxing because I'm not ready. All right, here we go.
With that being said,
you gotta keep the people entertained, man. Are
that's
you
what we
not
do.
entertained?
Is this not your king?
All right, here we go. Here we go. Chips Fall, Flex Montana.
Flex Montana. Let the chips fall where they may. No matter what the end result, I'ma be okay. Yeah, put my trust in God, that's where my faith is based. Never let a hater come and ruin my day. Yeah. Let the chips fall where they may. No matter what the end result, I'ma be okay. Put my trust in God, that's where my faith is based. Never let a hater come and ruin my day. Yeah. Got a good head on my shoulders, these latter days is golden. Giving hope to the culture, speaking life in these vocals. Double cup in the air, I'm toasting. It's a blessing to have this motion. I'm tunnel vision focus. No more hocus pocus. Ain't no devil in hell gon' stop me. I got duty and strength, I body. Even when times get rocky, I'm still popping, no lolly. Leveled up my status, couldn't win with the same old hat. My views panoramic, I manifest no magic. Double up, phantom with the candy paint. Race 0 to 100 on the interstate. Yeah. Baby, love the way I sway. Couple prayers up, now I'm underway. Yeah. Let the chips fall where they may. No matter what the end result, I'ma be okay. Yeah. Put my trust
All right,
in God,
Victor,
that's where
man.
my
This is
faith
Flex
based.
Montana.
Never
Chips
let a
Fall. I'm gonna let it play in the background. If you want to listen to the rest of the song, it's easy to find on YouTube, and I'm sure it's out on every platform. I never heard of Flex Montana. It's the first song I've heard of him, but I like it. Groovy, chill, laid back. It doesn't even sound like hip hop or it just sounds like with that jazzy feel, it sounds like real soothing, like soulful, jazzy. They can definitely like have a mix tone to it. And the way this dude is rapping right now, I like it. And you know, my fault. You may hear something else going on in the background. It's my fault. But yeah.
I was wondering what that was. I was like, I didn't hear that part.
I'm glad I said so.
I was already putting my rant together. You know what I mean?
But what you think about their tone to this? Like, it's to me,
I love it, bro. Like,
yeah, I love it too.
Like, this is something like you can listen to this at any time of the day. Like, it's not like intrusive on, like, man, if you're having a good day or not so good day, it's like, you know, it's one of those tracks. It's just like, it just feels good always in the moment. Like, I like how he came on it. Like, it wasn't he didn't do too much. I thought everything was placed well. You know, shout out to the producer who did this one. Like, I just got like it just feels good. I just got a good vibe from it. You know what I mean? Like, it's as soon as it came on, it was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. This is good. So I definitely appreciated that one. It's good to hear good production. You know, he stayed on topic. You know, it wasn't like, you know, it was intrusive on your ears. Everything just felt really nice. Like, I appreciated it. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, felt like elevator music too.
Right.
Is that a good thing? Whenever you say somebody's music sound like elevator music, sometimes I feel like it's a bad thing, depending on what type of.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on, like, you know, your mood, right? You know what I mean?
Or it sound like it can be in a grocery store.
Yeah.
There you go. Elevator music down.
You be dancing down the aisle and okay. Some grits here.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it was good though.
All right, so we're going to jump into this next segment. Oh, what's your number?
Man.
Right. I think you want me to go first.
Yeah, I'm a little torn. No, I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 5.
5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
5.
Because it'll hit the playlist.
Yeah, I was thinking 4, but I can't really think of anything as of right now what can make it one number lower. Maybe if I listen to it again, but I would say 5 too. Yeah.
I was torn between 4.5, but I'm like, we don't do the halves and everything, so let's just
No
dive
half.
on in. We don't do no halves, no fractions.
We're not doing spares. This is not bowling.
This is not
We're only doing
geometry, algebra.
No halves, not calculus, none of that. Chemistry.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm diving in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my 5 in the hat right there.
Cool. Well, y'all, we're gonna bring our guest on the show. His name is Survivor Q, and he's been waiting, so I don't want him to wait any longer. And
I might leave.
Yeah, you know, he may be like, yo, what's going on? These dudes cutting up too much. Nah, just kidding. But good brother, man and God. And let's have him on right now. Here we go. Survivor Q. Everybody give a round of applause.
What up with the bros?
Q in the building.
Man, I'm in the building.
The
like
virtual building.
Wise man, he usually say we in the building and we build.
And we building. I love it.
And
I love it.
Good riddance. There you go, bro.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, bro.
Likewise, good to be here. I really appreciate what you brothers is doing. You brothers keep it solid. Like I told you off camera, you guys keep it solid, and I appreciate it. Just thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to just continuing to build with y'all and let God have his way.
Yeah, man. Tell us about the red. I'm sorry. I'm taking over the interview right here. Tell us about the red, man. Like, you didn't bringing in the blood. Are we? You know what I mean?
You know what? The red for sure is the blood of Christ. You know, it's for sure the blood of Christ, and we keep it in kingdom for sure. And that's it's the blood of Christ, but it's also my wife's favorite color too. So
okay.
But, you know, it's the blood of Christ, but it's my wife's favorite color. So, yeah.
You know the truth. We know the truth. You got to hide. You know what I mean? Happy wife, happy life. You know, we get it.
Right.
Oh man. That's cool, man. I know.
Bro got a little red underneath his shirt over there too.
Hey,
I did that just for you.
I didn't get the memo, man.
I already knew.
I thought about it. I didn't even get the memo, man.
I already knew. See, I did that just for you. You know, Victor,
Right.
he ain't catching up.
I sure didn't, man.
Yeah.
I thought about it too. I might as well wear red under here, but
Right.
I didn't listen to the Spirit. You know, forgive me, Lord. You know what I mean?
Hey, we too, bro.
Yeah, for some reason I feel like I want to dive into this topic because you told us before the show, like you used to be in a gang and you was a blood, so that surprised me. How did you get into that? Like, what influenced you to get into that at a younger age?
Well, I lost my brother in '92 due to gang activity, and he was 16 at the time. I was 12. So after that, just the pain that I was dealing with, everybody around me was affiliated, and just kind of going through that, it kind of, I want to say, just being a product of that, it just kind of pushed me in a way where I was kind of forced to tap into that environment and that lifestyle. Not having a father in the home was another issue.
Yeah.
And I just got caught up in that life, and by the grace of God, I'm here today.
That's what's up. How did you find God? Like, was it people, or was it certain people, or what led you to God?
You know what? I think growing up in the church, I grew up in the church, always had God, from grandmama praying and, that type of thing. And then just, after that, just kind of tapping in God myself, it put me in a place where I felt like I can trust God, because it got to a place where it was hard to trust anybody.
Yeah. So you were going to church through all of that, like all while you were, in the gang life and everything? Is it like, you just...
Well, I was raised in the church. So it was one of those things where you're raised in the church, but you're not really understanding what's going on. So you're not living it out. And then the more you mature, the more you come into that place of understanding everything that God has done. It just puts you in a place of kind of just surrendering. And I think for me, when you really don't know what your future holds, and at one time my house was marked, my house was getting shot up, different things like that. Yeah. I had to reach out for something.
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't even think God was, like I said, growing up in the church, it was more of a religious type of thing than a lifestyle. So I said, you know what, God, I need you. I really need you. And if you real, please reveal yourself to me. Yeah. And in between that time, I just felt like God giving me the strength more and more to conquer some of the battles I was, dealing with after losing a brother at an early age, and that was death. Death was one of those things that, I always thought about. I went to smoking and drinking at an early age. After that, robbing and stealing, all that stuff came along with it. Having sex, I had sex at the age of, I think, 12 for the first time, carrying a gun, going to school. So it just got to a place where I said, I knew I couldn't continue to live that way and not get killed at an early age. And then my mom would be, in a place where not only losing one son, but losing two.
Yeah.
And, I just started calling out to God, like, I need you, Father, help me. And he gave me the strength to conquer some of those things. And then in the midst of that, I just really just started to say, okay, you real. Like, God is really real. It's not just something that grandmama was saying, not something that mama was saying. This God that they believe in and this God that they talk about is 100% true.
Yeah. How'd you get out though? Like, I know sometimes in gang life, like you got to get jumped out, or you
gotta take fades. You gotta, you catch a fade or whatsoever to get out of it. For myself, my brother was a leader. He was one of those ones that a lot of people looked up to. So just because of the person who I was, I wanted to take, a fade, what you call in the streets, you call it a fade, you take your fade or whatsoever. So I wanted to do that just because I understand that a lot of people go feel some type of way when you leave and you turn away and people go talk about you and say all that. So my thing was, okay, since I don't want to give you nothing to talk about. So if you want to take, the fair one or whatsoever, then, we can have that. But for me, I just knew at an early age, and I'm thankful that everything happened to me at an early age. Back then, I didn't understand, because of the simple fact that I'm calling out to God, like, why am I going through this? Why did I lose my brother at 16? Why this? Why that? But then by the time I turned 21, I felt like I did so much before.
Wow.
Because I started at 12, with a lot of stuff, like right after my brother got killed.
Like a decade.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was just really time for me to just, settle down. And the good thing is, I will say, majority of my homies respected it. They respected the simple fact that, hey, they understand that when it was time for me to do what I did within those streets, I did it. And just like the words say, when you're a child, you do childish things, but once you become a man, you put away childish things.
100.
And once I started to mature and started to grow, I just felt, those childish things had to go.
Do you like other gang members who you used to associate with, they know, you turned away to God, or do they not know that? And if they know, is that do you see that influence in their lives?
Yeah, I mean, it's a new time and a new era, with this new generation, it's different. But, back in the days, when you change and it's a sincere change, I think you're going to have a majority that's going to respect it. I think, majority understand, like, hey, at the end of the day, a lot of us is just, like I said, a product of our environment. We get caught up in this because we don't have no guidance. We don't have no father figures. We don't have nobody to teach us and train us up the way that we should go. So when somebody, figure it out and come to a place, whether it's, through sports or through, doctors and lawyers, I know we don't have a lot of those, but, anytime you can figure it out and mature as a man, I think at the end of the day, like I said, you're going to have people that have an issue with it, but overall, you're going to have a lot of people that respect that. And for me, it was more of people that really respected it. And my testimony is crazy because my father was a Crip. He was an OG from Grape Street, Watts. And I got cousins on my mom's side that was Crips as well. But my closest family was Bloods, my brother. My cousin was like my relative, what you call in the streets. He was like my right hand. He was like my brother as well. We were all Bloods, but I had both sides of the tracks. And for me, I think God was doing something with that. And I knew it was going to come to a place where I was going to be where I am now if I just stayed faithful and obedient to what God was telling me. That was the key thing, because like I said, I had people on the opposite side as well, that I loved dearly. That was, family members. So I knew this blood thing was a season, and it was going to be a time for me to really, really seek after the things of God and come to a place of maturity so I can go out there and help others, not just Bloods, but Crips and Essays and everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask is, do you find yourself gravitating in ministry more to those folks than anything, simply because that's where you came from?
You know what? I would say I used to when I first started. My walk, it was more towards that. I was doing a lot of outreaches, a lot of stuff within the streets. But the more I mature as adult and as a man, I think it's broader than that. But I would always have a special place in my heart for those type of people, those type of situations, because I can relate to it. And I think on top of that, I don't think a lot of people really give the hood a fair shot. The opportunities are slim, the opportunities are low, and we look down on that community without even trying to understand what's really going on in the community. So I think that's what my heart is, have that sensitive side in my heart always for that, because I can relate to it and I understand. I was once one of those young dudes out there, knucklehead, and just doing a lot of stuff. I think what was the young brother, Mike? I think it was Mike Brown, the one who got killed there. Was that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was sharing this testimony with a friend of mine, and I said, you know what? I was that same young dude that went into the store, that was stealing blunts, stealing alcohol. I did all that, but I think he passed away at 18 or 17, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure on the age. I know he was young. I had an opportunity to receive Christ and make it to this place that I am now. So if he would have had that same opportunity,
right,
God knows what he would be today. You know, and I lost so many friends just prematurely, just due to that lifestyle. So for me, it's just like I really take it serious, and sometimes people may look at it and say, man, he's going a little too hard, or he's standing on the square a little too tough. But that's just because the way I was built, the way I came up, the way I was raised, what I've been through. And you know, I always said when I was in the world, I had no issue with representing what I represent. So why come to Christ and sugarcoat it and you know, play tippy toe around it?
Right.
Stand on my faith. It is what it is.
Yeah. Typically they say that, you know, the harder you are in the streets, and when you get saved, like you're equally that hard for God, you know. So man, that's commendable, bro, for real.
Yeah.
Right. I will say I think it makes it easier to worship God when you
yeah.
You understand, you start tearing up and reminiscing on that.
Right. You
like it's only by your grace.
Right.
Like for real.
You wonder why you see the lady running around the church in the sanctuary until you experience some stuff. And you're like, okay, look at my past. I could have got killed.
Right.
I could have got hit by a car, whatever.
Right. Yeah, no, that's real talk. You know,
and
even with that, I was loose. I was, a young man that loved women, so I was messing around with different women. And by the grace of God, I have 8 kids by the same.
Come on now.
Been married for 20 years.
Nice little young tribe. I got you.
That's you know what I'm saying. I don't take no credit for that. I understand it's by God's grace, man. Because I could have easily been one, with multiple baby moms, just because I was reckless. I was really living reckless, and so I'm really honored for God to have His hand on me that much, so I can walk away and say, man, thank you, Father.
Yeah.
Dope, man. I do want to get to your music, man. You've been sending a lot of your songs my way, and a lot of singles, and we've been enjoying playing your songs on here. You've been one of the most consistent artists who we've been playing music on this show. So, if we had a medallion, we'll put it around your neck or something.
I know, right? Give you a plaque or something. We got to do something like that, man.
Yeah, and so I mean, you sent I know some of the songs, and y'all can check it out too. Like some of the songs we played in the past. Just look up his music.
I said so much music. I caught a couple of shows. I said, man, they don't even play me no more.
But I got a question too. What keeps you consistent? Like, how do you stay consistent? Because you're consistent. You're one, and one of the things we talk about on the show which is important for artists to be is consistent. So how do you have that mindset to be consistent with your music and to keep putting your music out? Along with that, how are you consistent with marketing your music, not and branding your music? I know this is something that's big in Victor's mindset.
Yeah, I want to know. Like inquiring minds, you know what I mean? Teach the people. The people.
You know what? To be honest, I think that's an area I can grow in for sure. I'm still learning. I'm still growing in that area. So I can't even I can't do no teaching on that. I definitely can say when it comes to just staying busy and always dropping something is I'm motivated by life within itself. Sometimes I can be in a situation and I'm thinking to myself like, ooh, that's a song. I need to make a song, and then having kids, I think that's one of the most important things. My kids are at an age now where they listen to me, but not as much as they did when they were smaller. So I like the challenge to be able to kind of make music where I can grab my kids' attention. And now, my son and my daughter is driving down the street bumping Dad. I'm really encouraged by that. And then another thing is it's really therapy for me. I really enjoy coming in here, which is, my studio, and just expressing myself. It got to a point now. And another thing that makes it really easy as I'm thinking is I don't write. I just come in here, I grab the mic and I rap. So a lot of my music not a lot of it, 95% of it is really me freestyling.
Yeah,
you know, and that's what makes it easier for me to drop so much music, because I'm able to just come, knock it out, and get it done pretty fast. Send it off to my boy, and he mix it and all that. So I'm able to do it pretty quickly, just because I
don't do that. Don't do that. Shout out your producer. Shout him out.
Right.
Yeah.
Young C. You know what? I was about to go there too. Shout out to my boy Young C, man. Definitely appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Come on now. We don't get no love around here, man.
I know, man. We don't get no love. You always stay in the background, man.
Right.
You forgot all about me, man.
Definitely. And I have another young producer, man. His name is just not coming to my mind right now, and I feel bad, but yeah, you know, I'm talking to you. The young dude who's been mixing my stuff as well. Salute to you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
He was gonna slide right past that. I'm like, no, I can't do that. Bring it back in.
Yeah, it's easy to bypass the producers, even the engineers, but it's easy to bypass the background people who make our stuff, you know, a lot bigger than what they are, and without like producers as artists, like you wouldn't have that quality, man. So I feel like that's more needed in the music industry in general.
How did y'all hook up, like you and your producer?
Another brother, like I was telling you guys earlier about the group called The Wise Man. A group of brothers come together, fellowship on the daily on the app called Marco Polo. One of the brothers within that group reached out to the brothers, because at one time that's what the group was about. Is, like I said, edify, to uplift, build up, and any connections, just bringing them to the table so we can all share our connections and just grow from our connections. And one of the brothers brought that connection in, and I started building with him ever since. And before that, I moved. I'm in Riverside County now, but I'm from Inglewood, and I moved out of Inglewood, and I was staying in LA. And then at the time, I was messing with my bro. His name was Doe. He was doing a lot of my stuff. And once I moved out here, I couldn't go back and forth to LA. It's like a 2-hour commute. So I said, I got to build my own thing and start doing my own thing. And that's why I started doing the whole, kind of like freestyling. Then I hooked up with my bro, and I said, man, all I have to do is just send you over the files, and you can mix and master it like that. Wow. We used to build a tight relationship.
Power of technology, right? That's good, man.
Dope. Yeah, so some of the songs you've been sending me, we got Most High, I think, Are Good.
You like Most High?
You said I like Most High?
No, I like it. Yeah.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy.
I was digging that one. Yeah.
And this one is Never Going Back. This is one of the songs I have not played on the show, but I found it. This is featuring Kid Lee. Man, Kid Lee has been featured on a lot of songs lately, and she's been featured on some other songs that we played on the show. I gotta get her on the show. I tried to reach out to her, but I was not successful.
Yeah,
but
she hiding. Yeah, she hiding. She just want to feature. She said, "Don't put me in the camera."
Is that what it is? But one day I'm gonna get her on. Let's play a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna ask you, some questions based on this song, Survivor.
I'm the type that really flow and back it up. My life got blessings, I ain't never claiming luck. Real Christ followers, dangerous changing up. I've been exchanging conversations, all relations going up. I went from blacking out to crashing out to calling out his name now. Verses in my head, I got a cross that's on my chain now. I just show him the loving in me, but I be tested. It be so hard to walk away the drama, trying to suffocate me. Lately I've been plainly showing faith, that's another way he using me as examples, using me bigger greatly. I fall short, already know that. Talking to God, I'm trying to ask him where to hold at. Cause once I know it's no excuses, I can't go back. I had to throw the deuces at what I used to want so bad. I ain't playing no tag, cause I'm already it, I've been the one. Real disciple, selfish in the back, selfless in the front.
I was off sides, now I'm on a mission. Had to switch sides on the opposition. They messed that, and I ain't never going back. No, I ain't never going back. I've been on a whole new level, but first I had to get the yoke, self-darkness on me. And I ain't never going back. No, I ain't never going back.
Yo, I ain't talking about nothing I ain't living. Once living if I gotta sell my soul just to get it. Whatever he got for me, I receive gladly. Know some people with a lot of money stressing badly. That money is a means to an end. I'm satisfied in Christ and my life never end. West Coast rapper, kingdom big stepper. Follow y'all's way, no, not y'all way. Hey, the lifestyle you can check if you wanna. Far from being perfect, but I practice what I preach. Unashamed like Reach, I'm really living in peace. Walking in the spirit so that sin is out of reach. My life been marked by God's favor. Thankful for the blessings, but the later get greater. Seek first, everything fall in place. All about his righteousness, come get a taste.
I was on sides, now I'm on a mission. Had to switch sides on the
Song right here, man.
That's dope.
You got that little Cali feel.
Oh, absolutely, bruh. The ad libs on your girl.
Yeah.
Did you hear it? I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
I'm stealing the style.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that. I ain't gonna lie. The high pass filter with the sweep. Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, that when she said that, already know that.
Yeah, bruh. Like that. I'm stealing it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like the next 10 songs I produce gonna have that. In that.
Yeah,
That's dope, man. For real. That's dope. I
When I
never would have thought of that.
Yeah, go ahead. What'd you say, Survivor?
It froze up on my phone. I said, when I
See,
you there?
song so hot it froze you up.
Oh, that's that's what's up. Yeah, nah. When I heard the song, she's the first person that came to mind. I said, you know what? I got to get Kid Lee on this. I have to. I reached out to her, and it was just like that, and the song was made.
Yeah. That's good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm digging the vibe of it, man. It just feels Cali, like you said. It's like a Cali type of energy to it, man. It's like it's a fun track.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on my end. I can't see y'all for some reason.
Oh, nah. I heard delayed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Let me see something.
Bring them back in.
Nah, still there. I think it's setting on your phone or something. Check. Yeah, it's coming through weird on your phone.
It's something
That's
with my
why
phone.
it's a delay. Yeah.
What is that about?
Hey, folks, we keep it real here.
You know?
You know what I mean? Like we keep it straight
Hey,
gutter.
we all the way organic with it.
Yeah, we definitely organic.
We straight up organic with it. So this is real life right here, y'all. Y'all know what it is.
Real life, man. You ain't gonna catch this on TV.
Like
Nah. Not at all.
Mistakes and all, man. We 100% authentic.
Right.
But yeah, for y'all joining the show, man, we got Survivor Q on the show, dope artist. Like I said, check him out. You know, I wish I had some of your songs on here that like other songs that you sent me, but we got Our Good, Most High. What's some of the other songs that you sent me? Do you remember?
I think you name Our Good. I think the one you forgot was my latest release. I don't know if you caught that one.
Okay. Actually, what's the newest release that you're coming out with?
I got one feature of my boy Classmatic called Sleep Good. That's dropping, I believe, on the 9th, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have one out now with my boy Dej P. That's called No More. I believe I sent that one to you. I'm not sure. And the one Sleep Good, like I said, I think that's on the 9th or the 11th. That one's dropping. That's gonna be the new single.
Cool. So let us know where can people find you in the
comments.
Yeah, I saw that. Where can people find you, man? And what new do you have coming out? Like, or what new do you have going on? Do you have any performances or anything happening?
I do. You can find me anywhere under the name Survivor Q, SURVIVOR, space Q. That's my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. What else? What's some other platforms out there, y'all? TikTok,
it's called a website.
all that stuff. And then when it comes to the music, I'm also on Spotify, Apple, all the digital outlets you can find the music. And I have a couple of events coming up, and I don't have them in like the address or anything like that in front of me now. But if you stay connected, I definitely can send you the info. I'm in Cali, so everything so far right now at this point is going down in Cali. I'm looking to start touring soon, putting some stuff together. Don't know, the details on that, but I would love to come out to, your brother, like you brothers town, man, and build with you guys, man, and just fellowship, and that'd be dope if I'm able to do something like that.
For sure, man.
So where do they go for your booking?
You can go to my email, survivorq@yahoo.
Good stuff.
Cool. Man, we love hearing your testimony. We love hearing more about you. I got to bring you back on the show, man, because I feel like there's some other areas that we haven't covered about your life. But it's been a blessing to have you on. It's been a blessing to hear that you've survived through all of the chaos in life too, and where God brought you from, which is a celebration within itself to hear somebody got saved from whatever life in the past. So blessings on that, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate the opportunity, and like I said, I really appreciate what you guys is doing as well. What you guys do, can't nobody do it like y'all. Y'all do it special in y'all own way. And I look back, I sit back and I look, and I was looking forward to, the day of this day coming and just sharing with you guys, because I like the way how you guys do what you do.
Bro, the pleasure is ours, man. Like to see what you do, how God is using you, man. Just keep going, bro. Like it's whatever God has put into your heart. If you just keep at it, just keep at it. The Bible talks about how the race is not given to the strong or the swift, but those that endure through to the end. You know what I mean? So just keep enduring. You endured, when you were in the streets, but on this side, the Bible talks about how it'll rain on the just and the unjust. So, bruh, like just endure, keep at it, focus, and God's gonna open up a ton of doors, man. I'd love to have you down here, man, for real. I'm down in the boot, the dirty boot. You know what I mean, Louisiana. So get you down here, man. With them beats are hot.
I don't know if you're trying to say something, but
your audio went out.
Yeah, your audio is tripping on your device, Survivor.
Yeah.
See what happened when we play we can't hear you. Oh man. Go ahead. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Totally out.
It totally cut you out. Your hot fire totally cut you out, man. See, we gotta start playing some hot songs on this show.
What if he logs back in? Like it.
Yeah. We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take hey, Survivor. We'll definitely catch up again, man. It was good having you on the show. And we'll get you on again, man. And we enjoyed your music, past music, present music today. If y'all missed it, the song we played was remind me what the song was, Victor. What was the song?
You got me. I used to hate when they used to call on me like in class, like you just said something. That thing just there he is. Oh.
All right, it's all good.
For sure, man. I'm dying at these comments, man.
Crazy comments.
I love our comment section, man. Y'all keep me in stitches every time, man.
Hey, I think we got two more songs we're gonna play before we end this
we got
show.
more. Let's give it to the people.
Yeah, let's give it to the people. Why not? This next song is by Mr. Pickney. The name of the song is
Not Going Back. Is that
Not Going Back? Not Going Back. I don't know what that means. I think that was
I was trying to figure out the name of the song.
Oh, okay. Name of the song is Sent M in Twos featuring TFL. TFL. What's up, Eric? I see you.
Hold up.
Cheer. Today, I heard you sent them out in twos.
Gotcha.
Told us after the rejection, shake the dust, enough is enough. Took away slavery and added the cuffs. Boxed them in 4 walls, perverted the call. Add and taken away from the word, only adds to the fall. Heard the cry of people, back for the sequel. See the wolf and sheep, never seen as equal. You sit high, look low, seen it all before. Everything touching the light gets exposed. No one's exempt, neither the faithful the limp. Since it's the last days, more wise on how it's spent. Chose to turn the other cheek just to get through the week. First the humility, the honor, practice what you preach. No looking over shoulders, frontline soldier. Repping the real hoper till our day is over. Now back to the good news. Never no deja vu after the parable and clues. Sent out in twos. We love what you love, hate what you hate. Since deceptions appear real, some bought what they ate. So it's back to the good news. Never no deja vu after the parable and clues. Sent out in twos.
We love what you love, hate what you hate. Since deception appear real, some bought what they ate. So it's back to the good news. Never no deja vu after the parables and clues. Sent out in twos.
Compromise or pressure, no greater, no lesser. Every man is on measure, some greater the treasure. If we reap what we sow, righteousness is what's owed. He's faithful on his part, don't act like you don't know. We stand on the rock, lean on the rock, throw a monkey wrench on the plot. Point him to the cross so it's back on the rock. I tell them it's power in the name, now they look at me strange. Just a glimpse in my heart so they see why I came. We love what you love, hate what you hate. Since deceptions appear real, some bought what they ate. So it's back to the good news. Never no deja vu after the parable and clues. Sent out in twos, doing the works that's greater. Sought for flavor, for run up and form, cause the next move's major. Sanctified, set apart.
This song is by Mr. Pickney. Name of the song is Cinnamon Twos, featuring TFL. You always talk about Mr. Pickney's unorthodox style. And you can tell he's from Cali, West Coast.
A lot of California going on today, huh?
Yeah, a lot of California going on today. I guess this was the best song to play after we had our interview with Survivor Q. I guess.
Hate that it ended like that though, man.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. He had an issue before interviewing somebody where it got delayed, and I saw that again on this show where his mouth was moving later than words. But, hey, it happens, especially with the virtual world.
Hey.
You never know.
No, I like this one though.
Like this, okay.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. I don't know. I'm a
it
little
feels
surprised.
good. I don't know. I don't know if it might have been the interview. I'm still a little hyped from that. I gotta calm down and get back to being Vic, man. It's like, I hate it all.
Yeah, this ain't like Vic. I like it. Just because I like it.
I'm in a good mood. You know what I mean? You caught me in a good
I'm in a
day.
good mood. Yeah, I like it. I like everything. You hear just the frequency of the music.
Right,
I like it.
Yeah. No, let's give it a 5. No, I do like this one though. It feels like that old school Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has like a for real West Coast vibe to it that's pretty hard. So if anything that I had to critique about, you know how I am with ad libs. It felt like it was a little bit disjointed, like it was too much, but it still felt West Coast. So I don't have too much to critique. I think they did a great job with making everything not feel distracting.
Yeah.
So for that, I'd have to give it a 4.
I was thinking 4 too. Yeah, and for some reason I think I'm on the same board level with you on it. Yeah, right. I think I'm on the same tip as you in regards to, like, I'm glad it wasn't too distracting because I felt like it could have went there, but it didn't go there.
Like it's borderline.
Yeah, I felt that way too. And I think that's because of his style with the ad libs. I felt like maybe the ad libs, if there was more ad libs, it definitely would have felt that way. Like it was too much going on because he does a lot of dubs and ad libs in his music in general. So I feel like if it was just a little more, I wouldn't be able to listen to it.
That's right.
You
Yeah.
know. What you think about this graphic? Because it
I ain't
seemed
gonna lie.
like you looked at it and was like, you was about to say something at
I was
first.
about to go in, but then I realized I had to look at it. I was like, brother, what in the world? 2 more points, it would have been 5 stars. You know what I mean? Like, what in the world? What is this? And I had to look at it, and I was like, okay, all right. I'll let it slide a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh man, what you thought it was?
I thought it was
mean,
like the all-seeing eye type,
yeah, I know what you
Illuminati,
mean. Yeah,
demonic
yeah.
something. But then I had to actually read. Reading is fundamental. I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I didn't think that when I first saw it. I was because I guess I looked at the images first,
I
but
didn't
if I
see
would have
that.
paid
Yeah.
attention to the symbols around it, I probably would have been like, ah.
Right. Yeah. I know. I'm like hard pass with this one. Like I'm not even looking listen to this one. No, but it's good. It's all good.
Hey, I appreciate it. Shauna Say, she said the name of the song that we played earlier was Never Going Back by Survivor Q featuring Kid Lee. It's a good song, so check it out. Y'all can look it up.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of singles out, so look him up, Survivor Q.
Yeah.
And if you missed the testimony earlier, you can check it out later on YouTube. Really good testimony where he came from, how he used to be in a gang and how God saved him out of that. So,
but see, stuff like that is a lot more important than just putting up music. You got to put your backstory up. You got to tell people where you came from. Why you do this. Music. Like, what's the heart behind it? About your whole career. That's what I think a lot is missing with recording artists is that they don't do that stuff. They don't talk about it. They don't make a video specifically about their testimony, about maybe a story of that they've been through, you know what I mean, that God brought them through. That stuff, like, it takes your whole artistry, it takes your whole branding, takes you everything to a whole nother level. People understand and they subscribe to you and not just your music. So
yeah, for sure. You definitely spoke to me about that before, and I was like, yeah, I gotta do more of that.
We all do. You know what I mean? Yeah. We all do. That's what's called ministry, actually. That's what that is. You know what I mean? Let's actually minister to folks, right?
I heard a pastor say this too, because he had the gift of healing, which is extraordinarily rare. But with any gifts, like any gifts that you have, what he said was more important, because he said this because there were times where he would go to minister his gift of healing, and nobody may have not nobody didn't get healed. Can't even get my words right. Or maybe just a few people got healed. But what he said was more important was his message. As long as people got something out of his message, out of the sermon, that's enough. Like, that's more important,
Right.
in effect. Like, you can do ministry with gifts, I guess is what I'm saying, but if you just do ministry without the message, you're not
That's
even
not
declaring who
ministry.
God
Yeah,
is.
that's not
Like,
ministry.
you're not even
That's
so
that's
having some type-
ministry. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Ministry.
me yeah, it is. It's me.
Yeah.
Me. I like that. Ministry.
Right. So, but man, that's so important to do that, man. It's just talking about and just kind of going back with my psychological background is a lot of the things that keep us down is things that we've done in our past. We feel like God can't forgive us, but the more we talk about it, the Bible even says, confess your faults one to another so that you may be healed. Not for just letting it, you got to let it out so that you can be healed. The more you talk about it, the more you feel freer. It's crazy how that happens. And so the more we talk about this stuff and we expose where we could have been, the stuff that we've done, and how God brought us through, and it not only helps everybody else, but it helps you as well. So that's an important part of being a recording artist. So I do commend him for that. I was going to tell him, like, we need more videos of him talking about his testimony, so
We should have asked him that.
I was planning
So
on,
I'm curious.
but technology.
Hey.
I was gonna let me bless you for a second. Here's some tips right here for free.
I hear that, Pastor. And you okay, Pastor?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not this way. Not this way. That ain't me. That ain't my call at all.
Come on. Yeah. But I don't know. Should we play one more song for the people?
Give them something to ride out to.
All right, we'll give y'all something else to ride out to. This is
Talking
by
the whole
Kendall
time.
Williams. Well, what's your number for Mr. Pickney?
That was the last song, right? I
Yeah.
gave it a 4.
Yeah, that's right. 4. All right. So on to the next one. 1 to 80 is the name of this song by Kendall Williams. Oh no, Breakthrough. I don't know why it says 180. I'm confused.
That's what I had to look up to get to this song. It was like 180.
Okay. Well, either way, we playing it. All right, here we go.
Fogey, you made this? I turned my life around, I did a 180. I was running wild, then Jesus saved me. Gave my life to God, he the one changed me. Now I'm free, can't nobody change me. I turned my life around, I did a 180. I was running wild, then Jesus saved me. Gave my life to God, he the one changed me. Now I'm free, can't nobody change me. Frustrated by the way that my life was going. Pain in my heart, now I'm trying to show it. Life is too precious, don't wanna blow it. And my lowest moment started writing like a poet. Realized I was living and I wasn't growing. I felt like giving up, but I had to keep going. It didn't matter if it was raining or it was snowing. Enemy tried to destroy them, the whole time got restored on. I changed my direction, I did a 180. I could've lost my life in the streets, but God saved me. Now I'm living good, everything great. I'm thankful to God, maybe everything He gave me. I turned my life around, I did a 180. I was running wild, then Jesus saved me. Gave my life to God, he the one changed me. Now I'm free, can't nobody change me. I turned my life around, I did a 180. I was running wild, then Jesus saved me. Gave my life to God, he the one changed me. Now I'm free, can't nobody change me. We all have a purpose, sometimes we start to doubt. You only get one chance, you gotta make it count. Stay in your lane, you ain't gotta follow the crowd. And if you lost, God will show you the route. Cause you done came too far just to give him now. I wanted to quit, but God won't let me throw in the towel. I did a 180, it turned my situation around. My life was so shaky, now I'm standing on solid ground. Avoid negativity, you can go the other way. And if you really want to change, you can start today. You ran away, went straight, but now it's not too late. The best is yet to come, all you gotta have is faith. I turned my life around, I did it.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna turn this down for y'all so y'all can hear our criticism, our critiques on this song. Man, as Victor puts his head down, let me start this off. Truth be, I haven't heard a song like this in a little while. What I mean by like this is that there's so much auto-tune. Like I had all the way through, like non-stop auto-tune. So what I thought about this song, I like the message. It reminds me of the song we played before from Never Going Back has that same message. I like the message, but to me, too much auto-tune. That's why I kind of changed the background to blue. I was looking for like the ocean. I felt like I was
swimming in it, bro.
Yeah. But you know, some people are fans of songs. The younger generation, they would be like, I ride to this. You know, so there, you know, there's certain people who would really like this song, but you know, I can't listen to it again and again because for one, I think it was too much auto-tune all throughout the song. But the other thing was there wasn't anything that really kept my interest. Started off with grabbing my interest, but it didn't keep my interest, and I just felt like it was the song was repetitive. Everything was repetitive all the way through. And like there was no, what I wanted to hear more was ad-libs too. I wanted to hear something that would bring out more excitement in the song that probably would have helped out with not paying so much attention to the auto-tune, because all you could do was pay attention to the
Yeah.
auto-tune. But if you brought something else into it, like ad-libs, it would have probably helped you refocus your mind on other things in the song for me, because the only thing I could focus on was that just ongoing auto-tune and ongoing beat that never really did anything. You can tell that he probably bought the beat from somebody, because whenever you hear that, slogan in the beat, this is
Right.
run it on a
Right.
beat,
Right.
he brought it. So most likely, but it's not a bad song. It's good song the way it sounds, but there are things that it's, for me, I can't listen to it more than once in a day.
Hey.
And maybe in 2 days or 3. I'm being very nice,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. We trying. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I do appreciate the message though. I was gonna ask you to put that up. That was exactly what I was gonna say. I do appreciate the message. I mean,
Oh yeah, there was another thing.
it
But go
was
ahead.
it was definitely I can tell that it was honest. You know what I mean? Like it was like it came from a place, like this is for real. Um, but I think the track made this song.
Mm.
The music made this song. It was more of just the way that the music vibed. I didn't feel like the vocals added anything to the song other than just staying on key. And it was just deep in auto tune. I don't think
Yeah.
I even heard ad libs at all. If it was, it just was not memorable. It didn't. It nothing added to the song. It was there's no dynamics in it, and my mind went off while I was listening to the song. I mean, but the hook, I like how it came in. It just didn't keep me invested. Um,
Yeah.
with it. Other than, man, I can see if he did it live, I would like for real champion the brother, because I'm like, man, I see what you're saying, but for me to bump it in my car, it's just like I can't I can't get through it. You know what I mean? Like it's way too
Eric liked
much
it.
auto
He
tune in
thought
it.
you could bump
Yeah.
this. He was feeling it. You
Hey,
could bump this.
I guess it's somebody's taste or whatever, but but like I said, for me, I would have wanted to hear this live first. You know what I mean? Like hear it live
Yeah.
first and see him, see the emotion behind it and get the heart and the vibe of what he is trying to convey with this message. And then, I probably would have, played it a little bit in my car to kind of support the brother and everything. So, but it just didn't happen that way. So I'm just kind of going off of what I'm hearing first. So it it was okay. It was okay. I've got to, because the message was honest, I got to give it a 3 because of the message.
Mhm.
But other than
Mhm.
that, the music, the beat was, yeah, the beat really kind of carried this song. And so that's
Yeah.
why I'm giving it, a 3.
Yeah, I agree. 3 for me too. 3 for me too. It's interesting because I was listening to the slap, like Eric said, with that slap. I agree. Like probably the only reason why I would listen to it in the car is because of that
Yeah.
slap of the bass. And I was going to ask you what you thought about the bass, because that bass was
Cooking.
really hitting.
It was
Yeah,
cooking.
yeah.
But like I said, that's the reason, like that's what really carried the song. It was the music that really carried the song. It was like the vocals really didn't add anything to I could have just listened to the track and just been good, you know what I mean? But like I said, that like we was talking about before. But the message for him was the most important thing that really kind of made me, just respect what he was doing. So, but other than that, as far as
Yeah.
production and all that stuff, I can't. I don't want to railroad, you know what I mean? But I could, but I don't want to railroad because I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. Same here, man. Same here. I think this would have been a good performance. I can see it as a good performance song for sure if he performs it right.
Right.
But it just seems like that type of song where you would enjoy watching somebody perform. You can ride to it for sure
Mhm.
because of the beat. Like you said, the beat really made the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all funny in the
I
comments.
know, right? Sound like a bunch of buzzing, really.
Oh man. Anyway, y'all,
That's
we going a
funny.
little overtime. It's a great show today, hanging out with y'all. You know how we do. You know how we go.
Yeah.
We know how it
We keep
is.
it 100.
And you know how we get
Keep it
down.
$1. Let's go.
Y'all saw that. But anyway, y'all, feel free to rewatch the show and subscribe to Irregular Raps. I never say that. Subscribe to Irregular Raps. I feel a little foreign saying that. I need to say it more often, huh? It's not a bad thing. But yeah, support the brotherhead. Trying to do some better things with the platform and supporting the artists and whatnot. But I enjoy doing this, y'all. So
hey, I do too, man. Look, this is highlight of my week right here. I look forward to it, man. So
good. Blessings on blessings, y'all. We out of here. Stay tuned. Be blessed and flowing, guys.